As winter descends upon the landscape, rivers, once flowing freely with liquid vitality, undergo a transformation that captures the essence of the season. The question that often arises is whether rivers freeze entirely during winter, and, if so, what happens to the intricate web of aquatic life that thrives beneath the surface. In this in-depth exploration, we will delve into the fascinating dynamics of freezing rivers, the factors influencing the freezing process, and the remarkable adaptations that aquatic life employs to survive the icy grip of winter. The freezing process. Factors influencing freezing. The freezing of rivers is influenced by various factors, including air temperature, water flow rate, and the presence of impurities. In slow-moving or stagnant water, the chances of freezing increase, while fast-flowing rivers are less prone to complete freezing. Supercooling and nucleation. Supercooling is a phenomenon where water remains in a liquid state below its normal freezing point. The process of freezing is triggered by the presence of nucleation sites, which can include ice crystals, particles, or even the riverbed itself. Once nucleation occurs, the freezing process accelerates. Surface ice formation. During the initial stages of freezing, a thin layer of ice forms on the surface of the river. This ice layer can expand and thicken over time, eventually covering the entire surface if the cold conditions persist. The impact on aquatic life. Thermal stratification. Rivers are dynamic ecosystems with distinct thermal layers. During winter, as the surface freezes, thermal stratification can occur. Warmer water, denser than ice, sinks to the bottom, creating a layer of relatively stable temperatures beneath the frozen surface. Habitat compression. Freezing rivers compress the available habitat for aquatic life. Fish and other organisms that typically occupy different water depths may find themselves confined to a smaller space. This compression can influence their behavior and interactions. Adaptations of fish. Many fish species have evolved remarkable adaptations to survive in freezing rivers. Certain fish, such as northern pike and carp, exhibit a physiological process known as freeze avoidance. These fish have evolved antifreeze proteins that prevent ice crystals from forming in their tissues. Burrowing and hibernation. Some aquatic organisms, including insects and amphibians, may burrow into the riverbed or find shelter in submerged vegetation to escape the freezing surface. This strategy allows them to remain in a state of hibernation or dormancy until more favorable conditions return. Oxygen availability. The freezing of rivers can impact oxygen levels in the water. Ice acts as a barrier, limiting the exchange of gases between the water and the atmosphere. This can potentially lead to reduced oxygen availability for aquatic organisms, posing challenges for their survival. Life beneath the ice. Microbial activity. Despite the icy exterior, microbial activity beneath the ice continues. Microorganisms, including bacteria and algae, can thrive in the relatively stable environment beneath the frozen surface. They contribute to nutrient cycling and serve as a food source for other organisms. Winter adaptations of fish. Fish that do not exhibit freeze avoidance may undergo winter adaptations. They may reduce their metabolic rates, enter a state of torpor, or seek out areas with higher oxygen concentrations beneath the ice. Ice-feeding behavior. Certain fish, such as trout, exhibit ice-feeding behavior. They position themselves beneath the ice and feed on smaller organisms, taking advantage of the reduced mobility of prey in the cold water. Strategies for survival. Aquatic organisms employ various strategies for survival during winter. Some species have evolved life cycles that synchronize with seasonal changes, ensuring that certain life stages coincide with more favorable conditions. The thawing process. Gradual thawing. As temperatures begin to rise with the arrival of spring, the thawing process commences. The ice gradually melts from the edges of the river, allowing aquatic life access to the open water. Emergence of organisms. Aquatic organisms that have been in a state of dormancy or hibernation emerge as the ice recedes. Fish resume their regular activities, insects resume their life cycles, and the river ecosystem comes back to life. Nutrient release. The melting ice releases nutrients trapped within it. This influx of nutrients can stimulate the growth of algae and other primary producers, initiating the food chain in the river ecosystem. Human impacts and conservation. Human activities. Human activities, such as ice fishing and winter recreation on frozen rivers, can have both direct and indirect impacts on aquatic life. Practices like drilling holes for ice fishing may disturb the habitat, while the use of de-icing agents or pollutants can have long-term consequences. Conservation practices. Conservation efforts play a crucial role in preserving the health of river ecosystems. Protecting riparian zones, implementing sustainable fishing practices, and minimizing pollution contribute to maintaining the resilience of aquatic life in the face of seasonal changes. Conclusion. In conclusion, the freezing of rivers during winter is a captivating natural phenomenon that shapes the lives of aquatic organisms. The adaptations and survival strategies employed by fish, insects, and other river inhabitants showcase the resilience of life in the face of challenging environmental conditions. As the ice gradually gives way to the thaw of spring, the river reawakens, and the intricate dance of life beneath the surface resumes, providing a testament to the cyclical nature of ecosystems and the remarkable ways in which life persists even in the coldest embrace of winter. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for watching.